1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Washington.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run for Nick Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Junior, incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua. Flushed out right, and he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
The defense.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but it's going to be 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Cordero Patterson. 75 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Well, we're seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Tua looking here for Smith downfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd
and 2.
Wilson trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
By Washington.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, Tua. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. First down carry for Henry. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Henry, the ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And Green with a catch left side.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
It's 37. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
The 37-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Panthers 14, Washington 7.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Marlon Davidson able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
At the 38-yard line.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Here's Wilson. Going deep here for Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Being chased out left.
To a hit, and the ball is out.
And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Derrick Henry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Panthers 24. Washington.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
At the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Running from the gun with Henry.
And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
34. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Wilson. And it's complete. Henry. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, 5, and he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Greg Zuerlein lining up for the point after.
How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, He expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
To Henry Ruggs.
Henry Ruggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has made this a one-score game.
The point is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Panthers 24. Washington 21.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, just like last play.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He's going to look downfield for Henry.
And that is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
It's Shaq Lawson who worked his way in there to get him down.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And this will be caught at the 30.
That's what it is,
Touchdown,
baby. That's what
Washington.
Henry Ruggs.
As the first half is winding down.
And Washington has retaken the lead.
So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
At the 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are
and trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Bailey got the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Nick Chubb.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. On second down, it's Patterson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Looking to pass. Tua. Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
It's 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Tua. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
48-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Ball carrier.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the back. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
There's 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
He can't get him down. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Rashad Perriman, 44 yards. And Washington able to make this a close game again. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this carries into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They run with Henry on first down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard.
9-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They go play action with Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 73 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete to
a good pickup there, a 22.
A gain of 22
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On first down, Tagovailoa. He's going to look deep for Perriman. It got his man complete. Big yardage that time for Washington. 52 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting. Good job there defensively to push them back on first down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score. But you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big run there by Henry. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Caught left side, Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
It's a gain of 5.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. The quick slant caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
From 6 yards away. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. And
it's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Ball carrier.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. He's got it at the 15. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cortland Sutton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They run. Chubb. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 19-yard line. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He was brought down.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
And it's
As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Cunningham on the tackle.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. To him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw is Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
The 9-yard line.
To throw is Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Henry Ruggs.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. One final try for Tagovailoa. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why they get one more untimed attempt.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football game.
Washington,
A big offensive explosion helped lead up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Panthers, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Washington, they will fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.